Hello guys, it's the Crazy Biker back here today. Sorry that I haven't been uploading lately. I've just been busy through this COVID pandemic and all that. Right, so the bike you see in front of you is a Honda Blackbird 1100 cc's. So basically, I've sold my 500R, my Honda 500R. Well, no, sorry, my Honda CBR 500R, and I've decided to trade in for this, which I pretty much got near enough a straight swap. I bought this for 2.9, and it's got 31,000 miles on it, so she is a wee bit kind of rough. But I believe for bikes of this age and model, I believe this is actually quite low for them, because quite a lot of these bikes have got near enough 80,000 miles on them because they're brilliant sports tourers. So I'll just show you a wee bit around of it and then tell you a wee bit of facts. I went to the dealership and he looked under and apparently the radiator was corroded. So the dealer, that I bought off, thankfully he bought a new radiator fitted on this. But what I didn't realise as well is the Blackbird's actually got another radiator up here, I believe. Yeah, there. And there's a new one there, so I might just get another new one. I know I don't need one, but it's just something a wee bit, I don't know, just like shiny new things kind of sort of way. I'll be getting a new horn or just spraying that black. So let's talk about some, oh wait, actually I got some more stuff. I got the side luggage as well, all with it as well. Apparently these luggage racks are desirable, quite a lot of people like them. I don't know if I'll keep it on, but I'm hopefully going to do some touring, so maybe might be worth keeping on with my missus. So when I got the bike, I took out for a run, and if you guys watch my channel, you know I've got a special edition SV 1000, which I love to bits, and the difference between power between this and the SV is insane. Because when I first took this out, I was cruising along, and then it's like, oh, this bike's not going worth for like kind of I was down in the low kind of sort of revs, probably about 3 to 4,000, just cruising in like fifth gear, doing I don't know, about 50 or that. But then once I got up there, which I didn't actually realize until today actually, when you get to, well, I could be wrong, but this is what I feel. When I get up to 6,000 to 7,000, that's when the power band kicks in, and then just it goes mental. This bike is really fun. I have just passed my test about a month ago, and I know a lot of people would say, oh, it's not the best bike to start when someone's been driving, but when someone's passed their full test. But I've been around bikes all my life. I've driven a lot more powerful bikes than this, and generally I feel comfortable on it. So as far as my research goes with the Honda Blackbirds, they produce 150 brake horsepower, and they're good for 170 to 180 depending on what you do with them. So if I was to warn anyone if they're getting a Blackbird, is with my experience with me, is I didn't realize how heavy the bikes were to try and lift them up in the morning. Like, it's 235 kilos, I think the bike is, once it's got a full tank of gas in it, and you feel the weight in the thing, but then when you're driving them, you don't feel them. And another thing that was new to me was the joint braking system, and what that means is when I pull on the front brake lever, the front and the back go on as well. Same with the rear brake. If I push the rear brake, it will apply pressure to the back and the front. So if anyone actually wants some help from you guys, is I noticed when I came home today that the brake pads didn't have that much of a healthy life on them, I would say, left. But I know how to get the back one off, but then I really don't know how to get the front one off, because I don't know. Oh, this one's different from the other side. I'll maybe know how to get that one off. Let me go to the other side and I'll show you what I mean. Maybe you guys can tell me if this is stock or not. This mechanism here. So I don't know, do I just take out that bolt and then the whole thing comes off? But then how do I just take off these two bolts and then that one to drop this caliper down? Or I don't know what, guys, but it's a choice of them and then the Blackbird. So it's got a 24-litre tank, a nice really big tank. I was down at 1 bar and it cost me £22 in British money to fill it. I can't remember what how many litres it took. Must took quite a fair few. But I'll let you see the mileage and all that if I've got the keys on me. I do. Put that there. Professional motorbike blogger. So I'll just show you some stuff. Obviously, indicator left, high beam, F1 if there's something wrong with your bike, rev counter, mile per hour, Honda hiss. You push this in, you kind of can test it. Let's see, it'll flash and it'll test. Your neutral light, your engine light, which goes off after you start the bike, your right indicator. That's the average miles that I did today. Just a trip I went out on. It's got 31,990, and to be honest, I wouldn't really feel like this bike had that much, because when I'm driving it, it feels so smooth. But then that could just be because it's a Blackbird engine, and from what I'm reading on, you know, Facebook forums and all that kind of thing, like these engines are good for probably about 200 plus miles, 200,000 sorry miles. Fuel gauge, you got 8 bars from what I counted last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Aye. So I went through a full tank of gas or petrol, and I worked it out to be roughly about 18 to 20 miles if you're going kind of sort of maybe easy or that, but I was kind of pushing her for some of it. So I'll start it up and let you hear it. So as you heard there, it sounds very quiet. It's got the stock mufflers on it. It's got a nice whistle to it, which all Honda Blackbirds should have, or the naked version of the Blackbird as well. So if you don't hear that nice kind of like whistling sound when I revved it there, I would probably stay away from the bike, personally myself. But, no. There's another thing there. I'll take the side panel off and remove this mesh, and I'll maybe order or respray it black or something like that. So if you guys want to give me some ideas or what you guys think, then I'm more than welcome to listen to them, because personally I think it would be better just not to have them on the mesh things. I don't really know. But anyway guys, I'm just going to wrap up this video here. This has been the Crazy Biker, so please like and follow for more. See ya.